Hey there, I'm Arifa. Welcome to our geometry journey. Today we are diving into one of the most fundamental shapes in mathematics, that is triangles. Triangles come in all different shapes. We have got a right angle triangle, right? Now this is a acute angle triangle, okay? Now this is obtuse angle triangle, okay? So now these triangles come in all different shapes and sizes, but they all share some amazing properties, right? So this is right angle triangle, that is one of the angle is 90 degrees. Here, so this is acute angle triangle where we can find all the angles are less than 90 degrees and one of the angle is more than 90 degrees. So we call this as obtuse angle triangle. Okay, this acute angle triangle, and this is a right angle triangle. So no matter what type of triangle you have, the sum of its interior angles always add up to 180 degrees, right? When you add up all these angles, you're going to get 180 degrees. That's a universal rule. You're familiar with triangles and many of their properties from your earlier classes, right? So you have studied about the congruence of the triangles, right? So congruence of the triangle, this is a triangle and this is also a triangle, okay? Assume that this is 2 centimeters, this is 5 centimeters and this is 4 centimeters, assume. And here this is 5 centimeters, okay? And this is 2 centimeters and this is 4 centimeters. But anyway, as you see these two figures, what can you observe? That these two triangles are equal to each other, right? So that means this is congruent to each other. So you have learned the congruency in your in detail in your previous classes. They have the same shape and same size as well. In this chapter, we shall study about the figures which have same shape. Now I have got a triangle, okay? Triangle, okay, this is also a triangle and this is also a triangle, right? Similarly, we have got a circle of different radii, okay, with different radii, students. And we have got a square, okay, square of different measurements, okay. All these are called as similar figures, okay, similar figures. We have the same shape but no same size, but not same size, we can say, and we call these figures as similar figures. These are called as similar figures. I hope this is clear to you all. Now this is called as Thales theorem, okay. So what does the Thales theorem basically says? That if you have a triangle and you draw a line parallel to one of the sides of a triangle, let's say that DE is parallel to BC, then this theorem says, okay, line will intersect a triangle at these two distant points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Let's say the same ratio is AD by BD equals to AE by EC. That means if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, so this is a line which is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. So, okay, so which is intersecting the other two sides in distant points. These are the 2 points, students. Okay, so the line, what I can say, the line is DE. So I can say that DE is a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect these 2 points, okay, to intersect these two sides in distinct points. What are the distinct points we have got here? D and E are the 2 distinct points we have got. The other 2 sides are divided. So these 2 sides are divided in the same ratio. See, these both are divided in the same ratio, students. Okay, so now what is given? That a triangle is given. Let's write here what is given. Okay, given that ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle, and we can see that DE is parallel to BC. D is parallel to BC. Now what we need to prove that as I said that these two sides are divided in the same ratio. I can say what is the ratio here? AD by BD equals to AE by EC. AE by EC, students. Okay, now next one is construction. So construction is, let me join BE and CD here. Okay, let me join BE and CD. I have joined. Then let us draw EN perpendicular to the line which is at line AB. Draw EN perpendicular to AB. Okay, then DM which is perpendicular to the line. DM is perpendicular to this side. What is that side? That is AC. Okay, now proof. We need to prove and get the result. Okay, now proof. We have got two triangles, that is ADE and BDE. We have got triangle ADE and triangle BDE. These are the two triangles ADE and BDE on one side. Okay, so we know the area of triangle ADE by area of triangle BDE equals to, we know the area of triangle is half into base into height. Right. Now in this triangle you can see base is AD and height is EN. Can you see this? Base is AD and height is EN. So let me write here half into base is AD into height is EN upon half into, now base, this side base is, we are considering the one side here, that is which side we are going to consider? That is AB. So in AB I say that AD is a base, and here as well I can say that BD is also the base. BD is a base, and you can see this is a triangle. This is a triangle. The height of this triangle is EN, students. Okay, EN. Here half gets cancelled, EN gets cancelled. We got AD by BD. Clear? Now I'm going to consider one more triangle, that is ADE and triangle. I can say the triangle is CDE. Okay, and triangle CDE. Let me consider this side. Okay, now here we know the area of triangle ADE and by area of triangle CDE equals to, that is half into base. So when we are considering this side, that is AC, we are going to consider. When we are considering AC as a side, so I take AE as a base. This is AE and the base, and DM is a height. See, AE is a base and DM is a height. AE into DM upon half into base. So CDE, base is CE, and the height of this triangle, see, this is the height, that is DM is a height, that is EC. Okay, EC into DM is a height, students. So half of gets cancelled, DM gets cancelled. Okay, I am going to get AE by EC. Fine, this is equation 1 and this is equation 2, students. Fine. Now as we can see that BDE, this is one of the triangle and this is one more triangle. Both are lying on the same base, that is DE, and between the same parallels DE and BC. So we say that area of triangle So area of triangle BDE is equals to area of triangle CDE. CDE. Okay. So from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2 we have, see, BDE is same as CDE. So CDE is the same as BDE. Then I can say that these both are equal. That is AD by BD equals to AE by EC. Okay, proved. I hope this is clear to you all, students. Example 1. Okay, if a line intersects sides, that is, this is a line intersecting the sides AB and AC of this triangle at D and E respectively, and is parallel to BC. So this line, that is DE, is parallel to BC. We have to prove that AD by AB equals to AE by AC. We have to prove, students. Now as you can see, it is already given that DE is parallel to, okay, let me write here, DE is parallel to BC. It's already been given. Okay, now we know according to the Thales theorem, that is AD upon BD equals to AE by EC. So we know according to the Thales theorem. Now this we will reciprocal it. Okay, so that we get DE, that is BD by AD equals to EC upon AE. Okay, let us add, like, here we have got, see here, I got here, let us add 1 on both the sides, that is BD by AD plus 1 equals to EC by AE plus 1. Okay, so let us do cross multiplication. I get here BD plus AD upon, so we have got here AD in the denominator, here EC plus AE upon, so AE I have got in the denominator. Now you can see BD plus AD. BD plus AD is a complete line. After adding we got, that is AB, right, students? So I'll write it here. See, that is, you can see BD plus AD. If I add these both, I am going to get a complete line, that is AB. Denominator we have got, that is AD we have got. Okay, now EC. Now EC plus AE. So when I add these both, I am going to get a complete side, that is AC. Okay, AC upon denominator we have got, that is AE. Okay, so I can say that if I reciprocal this or reverse this, I am going to get AD upon AB equals to AE upon AC. That is what we have proved here, students. I hope this is clear to you all. Come on, let's solve next example. ABCD is a trapezium. So this is a trapezium where AB is parallel to DC. Okay, now E and F are the 2 points on non-parallel lines. These are non-parallel lines. Which are those 2 parallel lines? That is AD and BC are 2 non-parallel lines. So such that here EF is parallel to AB, or I can say that is DF also we can say, and we need to show that AE by ED equals to BF by FC we have to show. Now we need to do some construction. So if I do this construction, okay, what construction I'm going to do? Let us join AC to intersect EF at G. It is going to intersect, students. So join AC to intersect EF at G. Now what can you observe here, students? That here AB is parallel to AB. Here I'll write AB is parallel to EF, and EF is also parallel. EF is also parallel to DC, I can say. Therefore I can say that AB is also parallel to DC. Correct, students? Now here, according to that, I'm going to consider this triangle. Okay, so which is a triangle ADC? In triangle ADC, now you check the parallel lines here. EG is parallel to DC. EG is parallel to DC. Now when it is parallel, I can say, according to the Thales theorem, I can write that AE by ED equals to AG by GC. Okay, I got this first equation. Fine. Now again, in the triangle, I'm going to consider this triangle, that is ABC triangle. I'm going to consider ABC. Can you search the parallel lines? I've got this and this. These two are parallel lines. That is GF is parallel to AB. GF is parallel to AB, or I can say AB is parallel to GF. Anyhow you can write. Now here I can say that is AG by GC. According to the Thales theorem, AG by GC, see, AG by GC equals to BF by FC. BF by FC. So this is equation 2. Now you can see that this AG by GC, AG by GC, these both are equal. Then obviously these both are also equal, right? From 1 and 2, we say that AE by ED equals to, see, when these both are equal, obviously these both are equal to each other. So I got here AE by ED equals to BF by FC. So that is what we have proved here, students. I hope this is clear to you all. Come on, let's solve the exercise here. Now we have got a Phillips. Okay, so we have got a list of questions. We need to fill up these questions with the correct word given in the brackets. Now here all circles are dash. So whether it is congruent or similar. So all circles, as I have given in the introduction part, that we have got the circles of different radii. That means those circles are called as similar. I can write here similar. Okay. Now all squares are, so squares of different measurements. So those type of squares, we say that they are also similar. Okay, students. Now all dashed triangles are similar. What type of triangles are similar? Isosceles is similar or equilateral triangle. So equilateral triangle means all the three sides are equal, students. But in isosceles we have got two sides are equal. So I'll consider as equilateral triangle where all the sides are equal. So any equilateral triangle you take, so all those equilateral triangles are similar to each other. Now here two polygons of the same number of sides are similar. Polygons means the figure which is made up of lines. Okay, I can say square, rectangle, trapezium or parallelogram, like that. Okay, so all those figures which are made up of us lines are called as polygons. Now two polygons of the same number, so any polygon you take of the same number of sides are similar. Their corresponding angles are what? Their angles should be equal actually. Their angles should be equal. Their corresponding sides should be proportional. Should be proportional. I hope this is clear. Give two different examples of pair of. So similar figures. We have got pair of circles, pair of triangles, I can say. Okay, pair of triangles. Now here non-similar figures. Non-similar figures means I can compare a circle with triangle or a square with quadrilateral. Anything you can give examples. Okay, so triangle and circle. Okay, then I can say square square and quadrilateral. Square and quadrilateral, students. Now, let us solve this question. State whether the following quadrilaterals are similar or not. Similar, you can see 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Here all the sides are equal. Here also we can see that all the sides are equal, right? But as you can see that this is a parallelogram and this is a square. So that means here all these angles are equal to 90 degrees because it's a square, so all the angles are 90 degrees, students. But the angles of this are totally different, so they are not equal, students. That means the corresponding angles are not equal, hence they are not similar. Okay, students.